evening, everyone. Welcome. I am Corbin Stuckey, and today I have the privilege of interviewing Donald Trump. How are you today, sir?
How long is this interview going to be? I have a very tight schedule.
Just however long you need it to be. If you need to go, just feel free to,
Have I ever told you about my daughter?
No, you have. This is the first time that we're kind of meeting.
If she wasn't my daughter, I would marry her. She's so beautiful. I would divorce my 5th wife right now and make her my 6th wife. Okay. What were we talking about?
Well, I haven't actually asked a question yet. Let's get on with the interview. So, I guess one of the first questions I want to ask you is, how are you going to bring back the American dream?
The American dream?
Yeah.
I believe in the American dream.
Mm-hmm.
I like the American dream. I really do. I believe the American dream is important. America should get back to the American dream.
I understand. Okay, yeah. How are we going to get back to the American dream, though? I mean, you have a lot of optimism, I can see, but how exactly are we going to get to the point of reaching the American dream?
The American dream... Now, the American dream is dependent on Americans being American.
Okay, I understand that, but what does it mean to be American?
We can't have the immigrants ruining the American dream.
Yes, you've actually expressed that you have some issues with some immigrants here.
The Mexicans.
Yes, the
Mexicans. They're trying to steal our jobs and our money and our homes and our land.
I don't think they're purposely trying to do that. I think they're just
all Mexicans who cross the border have ill intent.
No, most of them are women and children.
Taco Bell!
No, okay, yeah.
Taco Bell is a multi-billion-dollar industry run by Mexicans trying to take away our jobs and make us fat and lazy so that when they invade, we have no defenses.
You do realize that Taco Bell is not specifically run by Mexicans, right? It's an American corporation.
Taco Bell is the most authentic Mexican food I've never eaten because I don't support Mexico.
Okay, I see that we're kind of going away from the question that I asked earlier. How are we getting back to the American dream? And you're not really answering my question. You're just kind of
If I was elected president, I would build a wall to block out all the Mexicans, keep them from stealing our jobs, and send in their murderers and their rapists and their horrible people to us.
Okay, first of all, it kind of just sounds like you just described the Great Wall of China. Secondly, we do have that.
I would build that wall inefficiently.
Okay, secondly, we
cheaply,
inexpensively. We somewhat have that. It's called the border. There are people at the border right now. There's not a real physical wall, but I mean, we kind of already have that at this point. It's called the border. Border Patrol.
Now, I wouldn't build a wall between us and Canada.
Oh,
I would only build a wall between us and Mexico.
Okay, so it's obvious that you have some, issues with Mexicans.
No, I'm not racist. The black people love me.
Okay, racism isn't just towards black people.
Racism? I'm not a racist.
You're not a racist.
No, I just think the Mexicans don't belong in America.
You have to admit that it's a little racist.
No, they're trying to steal our jobs and I'm trying to protect the American people. Did I tell you about the one time when I was a child that my dad gave me a small loan of $1 million?
I'm sorry, I'm having a hard time processing that. Can you repeat that to me again?
When I was 3 years old, my dad gave me a small loan of $1 million.
Okay,
Now, it was hard to survive my childhood on such a small amount, but I spent it wisely, and I built up what I am today.
Okay, a small loan is $60 for Halo 5. That's the life savings of 20 to 30 people.
Are you talking about Mexicans?
No, I'm not talking about Mexicans. I'm talking about how you're obviously very rich.
I am a very rich man.
Yes, I understand that.
This is because I spent my money wisely. The little that I got as a child, I invested it, and I made big corporations.
How are you bringing back the American dream? Please, I would like my question to be actually answered.
Have I told you about models? I love models. I love looking at the girls.
That has nothing to do with my question whatsoever.
What question?
How are you bringing back the American dream? And what is the American dream to you? You're not answering my questions whatsoever.
I don't like your tone of voice.
I don't like you, Mr. Trump.
Are you on your period?
I'm starting to say that you're prejudiced against Mexicans and women.
Prejudice. That is a loaded word. I'm not prejudiced against anybody.
Mexicans.
I love humans. Human beings from other countries, like Europe.
That took some effort for you to say, Mr. Trump.
Now, you know, many of my wives came from Europe. I support them coming here.
Mm-hmm.
But immigrants, I hate immigrants.
Okay. Why?
Because they're stealing the American dream.
Okay. What is the American dream?
The American dream is being able to live like Americans and dream.
Okay, it kind of just sounds...
Without immigrants.
Okay.
Ruining our days.
Mm-hmm. It kind of just sounds like you took the words American dream and used them in a sentence, Mr. Trump.
Isn't that all of speech, though?
No. No. You have to explain yourself.
Explain what?
You have to explain what your ideas
I'll explain to you my plan for America. I love veterans, and I'm gonna change our tax system so that we can pay for everything that the veterans want, and kick out all the immigrants who are leeching off of our things, like the Mexicans.
You think that every veteran in the United States wants Mexicans gone?
Yes.
Okay. I don't think you know the definition of diversity.
Why? You're thinking, why does he want Mexicans
Yes.
out of the U.S.
Okay,
so
yes.
bad?
Why?
You know what?
Yeah.
I've told you. It's because they leech off of everything we know and love. There's one other reason.
Why do you want Mexicans out of the United States?
Disney World.
I'm sorry, what?
And so the lines be shorter. Disney World is the American dream.
You know, I am all for that.
America